Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we're in beautiful sunny California, and more specifically in the Palisades area of Los Angeles, which is really close by to the sea and also close by to Santa Monica. And there's really gorgeous views right here in this area, and it is an upper class area. But what are we doing right here today? Well, we're going to be going on the Murphy Ranch Trail, which is a 3.8 mile hike that goes to a really interesting area because there's a lot of ruins right here from old buildings that are almost 100 years old. So yeah, I'm really excited to go and see this. So without any further ado, let's explore.
Located in the Palisades area of Los Angeles, Murphy Ranch offers a fascinating blend of history and natural beauty. This area was formally founded in 1921 by a Methodist organization, and in the years following that, it became a refuge for Jewish artists and intellectuals fleeing the Holocaust. Nowadays, the Palisades neighborhood is renowned for its upscale residences nestled among picturesque hillsides. For those looking to explore the Murphy Ranch hiking trail, convenient parking can be found near Carpi Drive and Casale Road, which is only a 5-minute walk to the beginning of the trail.
We are barely at the beginning of this trail, and already it is super gorgeous because we get to see beautiful views of the surrounding area and the Santa Monica Mountains, with even a little bit of the sea in the far distance. But the beginning of this trail is really gorgeous. It's actually a 3/4 mile hike up the hill on a paved road before we get to some stairs that will lead us to the ruins. But even right here at the beginning of this trail, the nature is gorgeous. You get to see a lot of really cool houses in the distance, and it's just kind of sumptuous to just be here in nature and enjoy this beautiful weather.
The paved road ascending the trail is marred by unsightly graffiti on both the rocks and the pavement, detracting from the natural beauty. However, the trail's entrance boasts lovely flowers, adding a touch of charm. Spotting the different flowers is truly enjoyable and makes for a pleasant experience of the trail. Even from the beginning of the hike, spectacular views of the Santa Monica Mountains unfold on one side of the trail. Around a half-mile in, a dead end briefly interrupts the path, but it's easily navigated, ensuring a delightful hiking experience.
After about 3/4 of a mile on this paved road, well, you're going to come across a sort of small little fencing. And yes, the road does continue. So this trail is actually a loop. So you can go around it and you can go up a bunch of stairs. But if you are a little bit lazy like me, well, once you get to the fence, well, you can take the stairs down. You'll still see the ruins, and then you can go either back up the stairs if you want to do some sport, or you can go through the loop and back onto this paved road once again, but you're just doing it another way. But I'm a little bit lazy, and it is over 500 stairs, so yeah, I think that I'm going to be going down the stairs.
As mentioned, walking on the trail reveals an abundance of graffiti lining the roadside. Despite its less than appealing aesthetic, it's truly remarkable the sheer quantity of them, seemingly omnipresent throughout. Going down the stairs, it's pretty important to exercise caution as they're both steep and narrow. Even though the stairs are old and rickety, the vistas from this point offer a breathtaking panorama of the surrounding landscape, including the distant haunting silhouette of an abandoned building.
We made it down to 524 steps, and now we are at the base of the mountain where all of the ruins are. And these stairs are really kind of interesting. They were actually built back in the day because, well, there was a compound down here, and the guards were supposed to patrol this area so that people wouldn't come wandering around this place because it's supposed to be private. So they made these stairs so that it would be a shortcut, well, for the people living here, but also the guards, so that they don't have to go through the whole property in order to go back up the hill. And yes, this compound is also really eerie when you think about its history, because during the Second World War, well, a bunch of Nazi sympathizers built a compound in the Palisades in order to take in a bunch of Nazi Germans. But when they lost the war, people that were building this place, well, they went to jail, and this compound was abandoned, and that's why we're going to be seeing quite a few ruins. And it's super interesting that it's still right here almost 100 years later.
The hiking trail at the bottom of the stairs offers a unique adventure. Neglected roads hint at its past, where it served as a self-sustaining Nazi compound during its construction in the 1930s. Despite its disrepair, the trail beckons with serene seclusion amidst nature's embrace, and also a babbling stream adds to the tranquility. Each step on this trail is truly a walk through time, blending history, nature, and urban artistry.
Look at this! I found the first building on this trail, and it looks kind of crazy looking. It's like an art piece because a lot of people have come here and they've tagged all over this building. There isn't one single place of this building that has its natural color. But one thing that is sad is the fact that you're not able to go inside because all of the doors, all of the windows have been closed off. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense. The buildings are sold and I don't think that they want people going inside. But it is really interesting. It's kind of like an art piece. It's super colorful right here in the middle of nature and looks very post-apocalyptic in some way. It's kind of like the perfect place where somebody could maybe shoot a zombie movie or something like that, or what we would expect to see of the world after the zombie apocalypse.
The abandoned building, adorned with countless graffiti tags, is a sight to behold. Its original color obscured by layers of urban art. Overgrown vegetation adds to its eerie charm, while encroaching dirt hints at nature's reclamation. Nearby stairs offer elevated views, highlighting the vastness of the compound. It's astonishing how much graffiti adorns the singular structure.
Since this compound was supposed to be self-sustaining, it's without much of a surprise that we find ourselves in a sort of relic of an old garden, a place where people were supposed to or were meant to grow fruits and vegetables in order to feed themselves. And it is really, really cool to see them, that they're still standing right here. After all, they were built in brick, so really durable. And there's a bunch of plants that have grown out of these because, well, they were never used by people. And again, it shows the relics of an old world, and it's super eerie. It's and cool at the same time to be able to walk through these places and see how it is and what it would have become in some way.
The abandoned brick planters evoke an eerie atmosphere. Their disuse emphasizing Murphy Ranch's former commitment to self-sustainability and isolation. Left untouched for so long, they stand as silent reminders of a bygone era, underscoring the once serious intent to create a self-contained community cut off from the outside world.
One thing that I found right here that is really super interesting is this really huge structure that is made out of metal, but it's collapsing on itself. And I did look into it and see what it was, but it's actually was used back in the day in order to put diesel fuel in here because, as I mentioned, this place was a compound, and in this compound they were supposed to be self-sustainable. So in order to be self-sustainable, since it's pretty big of an area, well, they needed to have diesel fuel so that they could run their cars, but also run tractors and other things in order to make food. So yeah, it's kind of eerie to see this, and it's amazing that it's still standing because it has really collapsed a lot, and there's quite a few trees above it that are putting even more weight on it. I guess one day with the rust and all that stuff, it is actually going to collapse, but now it's very well decorated, and it's again an art piece in the middle of nature.
The collapsing metal structure, along with tagged up remnants of pipes and walls, form a haunting tableau of decay at Murphy Ranch. Nature's relentless advance further adds to the scene's desolation, as flora and fauna reclaim these abandoned relics, painting a vivid picture of the passage of time amidst urban decay.
Because this place is really old, we can't expect to have all the buildings still standing, and the building behind me has been destroyed by the city of Los Angeles. And yes, it didn't crumble by itself, but I do think that they did destroy it because it wasn't safe for people to go inside because it's just so old, it hasn't been maintained, and it could have collapsed at any time. But it is interesting that they decided to simply leave the remnants of this building right here and to simply fence it off and let the trees grow around it. But at the same time, it is interesting to see, and it is kind of like traveling back in time and seeing something from the past.
Evidence of multiple demolished buildings and unkept pathways overrun by nature hints at the once bustling activity that characterized this area. Surprisingly, despite its public accessibility, numerous crumbling roads remain untouched. This creates a dystopian atmosphere amidst the opulence of Los Angeles, offering a glimpse into the neglected history of this enclave, where time stands still amidst the surrounding wealth.
we made it back to civilization, and it was a really cool hike. I really loved seeing all of these remnants. As I said, it's kind of like going back into another era, a forgotten era, seeing something from the past. But at the same time, you get to see the beautiful nature, enjoy the beautiful weather of Los Angeles, see some pretty views too. And yeah, it was just really pleasant. It's not the kind of hike that is very well, I would say, indicated, because there aren't many signs telling you where to go, but it's just a loop. So if you go down those stairs, keep on walking, try to go uphill, you get back on the loop, the main road, and you're back into civilization. I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming on this little hike with me, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment too. Let me know if there's other hiking trails I should do, other places in Los Angeles I should go visit, or maybe other places in the world you'd like me to make videos about. I could probably make that happen. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.